Okay, so members, let us see how we are going to handle now inequalities, but please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, inequalities are very easy to handle in mathematics. We have 4 inequality signs, and whenever you see those signs, it means that that mathematical statement is an inequality. First, mathematical statements with signs, we have this, and this are called inequalities. How do we read them? So this one is read as greater than, this one less than, this one greater than, because this one is greater than, or equal to, and this one is less than or equal to. That's how we read them. If we multiply or divide with a negative number, the inequality sign changes. We are going to see how we apply that. When we are representing now them on a number line, for this type and this, whenever you have greater than and less than, we use an empty circle. I think it's an empty circle. This arrow is pointing this side, that's why this one is going this side. This arrow is pointing the other side, that's why this one is going this side. And because they're not having the equal signs down, we use empty circles. When we come to these two, now for these two, you see we have greater than or equal to. Of course, it's pointing the other side, but with the difference is this one is having an equal sign. You see if I cover that one looks as an equal sign. That's why it's the same shape, but here we have a shaded circle. This one, the same case, going this side, but because it's equaling to, we have also that shaded. Now, x greater than a is the same as, if I write this, it's the same as this. This is also x, you start it's greater than a. And this one is x is also greater than a. This one is x is greater than a. Although it look like less, but it's x greater than a. When I have this, I can also write this as, you start here, x is less or equal to, is less than or equal to a. This one is the same thing, that x is less than or equal to a. Or here, a is greater than or equal to x. The same thing here, I think you can see. Now, we represent inequalities on the number line. The question is, what's the number line? A number line has positive and negative integers. So you see that these integers are positive, then after 0, the rest are negative. So this is what we call a number line, and we are representing inequalities here. We are going to see how. Integers satisfying a given inequality are called integral values, or the solution set to that inequality. Examples, let us see how we represent them on the number line. Examples represent the following inequalities on a number line and state their solution sets. The solution sets are the values that are satisfying that inequality. Now they give us x greater than 2. We first note the inequality sign. Instead, the inequality sign is greater than. We said if it's greater than, we use an empty circle. Then it's going this side. Now, the figure here, we go above that figure. So you see that this one is 2. So I come to a 2 like this. Now I use an empty circle. Because of this inequality, so it's pointing the other side. So even me, I'm going to draw it in that side. So that I have represented there. Now the solution says is that now, if it's an empty circle, we don't include these 2. We do not include it if it's an empty circle, not shaded. So the values are greater than 2. So the values greater than 2 is that we are starting from 3, 4, and so on. You cannot complete that set. So just give you numbers. So this one starting from 3, 4, you can go to 5, and so on. Then you cross it down like that. When you come to this one is also x greater than or equal to 2. So still we have it 2. So here is everybody is having an equal sign down. You see if I cover it. So I come to 2, then up above it there. And now I'm using a solid circle or shaded because of this idea. Then some is pointing the other side. So I also go on this side. Now, whenever you have a solid circle or shaded circle, you also include that value because it's greater than or equal to a 2. So it's also equal to 2, so we include that 2 also. That's the difference. Here it's just greater than 2. Here it's greater than or equal to 2. So here we include the 2, here we don't include the 2. So from here, my solution set is going to be sum starting from 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. When I come to this, it's less than. So you see it's negative, so I come where there is negative 1. So because it's less, I use that idea. This is going to be an empty circle. Then since it's going this side, I come this side like that. So now, it's that because this one is empty, I'm not including this value. I'm starting from this going this side. So now, the solution set will be, I think you see we don't include this one, we start with negative 2, negative 3. After negative 3 is negative 4, and so on. When you come now to this, we are starting from negative 3. This is, you draw a number line like this. You label it from 0. This side they are positives, this side they are negatives. But this one shows that these values are increasing as you go their side. So start we have less 4 equal 2. Because of this equal 2, we come where this negative 3. Now because of this, we have to shade that circle. Then we are going this side, so I'm coming this side like that. So you see that now I'm going to include also negative 3 going this side. So now here my solution set is going to be negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, and so on. So that's how we represent them on the number line. We are going to see more examples about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I wish you the best.